Fuck. Started the broadcast.
So first and 10 now.
What? This guy made it.
First carry for Akers. Across the 30.
Oh yeah, Jose, I got the Niner throwback jersey. Send a picture. Piss on the Broncos. That's great. What the hell? You act like the organization's gonna lie.
By the defensive line, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a throw for the
That's a fumble. What the hell?
He's got it. The reception good for 7. It's third down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
I feel like either way, if he would have fumbled, it would have been outside.
Them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First down, Rams.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. He was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Come on, please.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
What do you mean?
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return stops just a few yards shy.
It wasn't me though, it's the AI.
They'll spot the ball at the 40.
And I just seen a mouse in the kitchen help.
This guy Doby said he found a mouse in the kitchen. That's the AI. That's not me, that's the AI.
That wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for
I was just looking at the guy Johnny threw to was on double coverage.
Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It's just a play.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
Because sometimes it's not double coverage, sometimes it's like...
This is McCaffrey.
Oh, dude.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer first.
How much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
McCaffrey following the penalty. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Forced out to his left. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jerry Jeudy, 29 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score, Packers 13, Rams nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Your quarterback already has the X factor, huh?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
No
Looking
way.
left sideline, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Come on,
and he's going to pull his way forward to the 48.
The ball carrier.
Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6.
No way. Oh,
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 2 minutes remain in the 1st half of this NFC Championship. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
I'm supposed to watch it. It talks about them maybe playing.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The Rams going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. And a great starting field position on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 4. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
They said that the bird will start, but it hasn't been.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Nah, good bowling games is good,
True, but...
Well, he got tackled hardly. I don't know if De Bruyne got tackled.
Takes it at the 7.
De Bruyne got tackled, but that's not what hurt him.
What hurt him
was when he fell. When he fell on his knee.
At their own 22-yard
Really?
line.
Didn't you see how he got tackled though? His leg bent
Set
back.
to begin their next drive, the
Really?
Rams offense.
Yeah, you didn't see. Look at
the
it.
line.
Look at
To this
the
point, the
bug.
results have not
Look
been
at it.
good.
Watch it right
2
now. It was
possessions,
bad.
2
I was
turnovers.
like, bro, no way.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit
I don't
deeper
know why everyone
on
wants to
that
kill
one,
him, bro.
I would think about some play calls now.
Oh
not even
my
necessarily to
God.
my best player,
That shit was lucky.
Because they
but to
know
someone
once he
I
has
can
the ball,
trust with the
bro.
ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
It was unnecessary.
Pick up there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And for the
Come on,
third time
bro.
here in this
It's
half,
roughing
it's
the passer, bro.
intercepted. And it's a fumble. Picked off near the 32.
Roughing the passer, bro. You serious, bro? Ron Miller, bro. Calm down.
Wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, what are you doing,
Comes in
bro?
as that one
What are you
falls
doing?
incomplete. Well, let's see. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right, and that's off the mark, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout.
It's a gain of
As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw again. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end.
complete.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And nothing but daylight ahead. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Wait, did you beat Doby last Super Bowl?
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, you should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Fucking back is itchy.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together. Packer pressure, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
5 yards on the play. And it's third.
Out of the gun now on third down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll make it third down.
And 8 yards to go.
Flush to his right.
Nigga, what are you doing?
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby.
Of course I can't kick
the
it.
left hash, that's from 45. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
What are you doing? Stop.
On play action, they'll throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
What the fuck is that?
The Rams
Throwing again on second down. Jackson right back to Judy, and it's complete. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said forget that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
No, what the fuck?
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
What a fucking block.
What a juke into space. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 48.
McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out to play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the 2.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st down, Rams.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Listen.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards there. 1st down.
On the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout
It's a gain of
as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. Street. 56 by 56. You remember me? You remember me?
They'll look to throw again. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Rams.
And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight's final score.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Nigga, bro, your QB sold the hell out of that game.
They picking snakes out, they
It's just the best attribute he has. Like, you upgrade the highest one, or like the one you want.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Okay, now. Most likely Doby. He's gonna go against Juan. I know, but Doby got off too. Doby's been off. Alright. Alright then, Doby, but I'm gonna send the game, alright, Doby? I'm gonna make Juan win. Oh yeah, tomorrow though. Oh, fuck yeah.
Sam.